Hello everyone, welcome! So today we're gonna play a new game of Stonehearth Alpha 23. We restarted because I have a lot of issues with my previous save. The AI is broken for it, so we're going from the beginning. And we're using a couple of different mods. So for Alpha 23 now that it's out and stable actually allows you to get some updated mods. So here's a couple of ones that we are using, and I will put a link to all of those in the description so you guys can download them. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use the Directional Light Mod, and it just adds and makes the game look way more beautiful. And it looks like if you don't use shadows, it looks much better. It's a lot easier to see from like hills and mountains and stuff to see the difference between the different levels. And we do have floor colors, which adds some more interesting color variations so we can do some more cool buildings. Home Sweet Home is a beautiful nice decoration mod that adds so many decoration. I haven't tried Alpha 23 yet, but it should be updated and functional. So that's going to be very interesting. Some very beautiful things for the different professions for the houses. And we got Never Furrow Fields, which makes farming a lot easier. You don't have to click and drag one line at a time to get the max amount of crops in the same amount of space. So it's really useful. Hopefully it works for Alpha 23. It hasn't been updated, but I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be working pretty fine anyway. Let's go with the Ascendancy this time. And we're gonna go for the Tempered Biome. And let's go for a hard mode game. It was some time since we did a hard mode, so let's do a game of hard mode. And also I want you guys to drop name suggestions for Hearthlings. I will clear all of the previous suggestions. And we're making a totally new list, so you guys can drop your names, a random who gets to join, and you all have the fair amount of chance to get to join, all of you. Okay, so let's look for people. I'm gonna get a good setup for us. So we need someone that could be a good soldier. It's quite important now that we're doing some hard mode. The Rain Quest is gonna be a good one. 5 body 5 spirits, really good for a soldier. And I'm gonna try to avoid having anyone that has just one in body, because even if you're not a soldier, it means you have more health and also means you will move around quicker, which means you will get more work done, so. Let's see if we can get some good crafter going. Here we go, Nile, gonna be a good crafter. Lententer has pretty good stats. I'm gonna have a few, like maybe 2 good crafters. And everyone else is gonna have a really good body and spirit, is my plan with this. I'm gonna try to get someone with the green farm. It's always nice to have like a good farmer going. Out of a crafter. Okay, let's keep Leia. And Mana Elliot I'm gonna keep because he's courageous, so she might be a soldier even though she maybe doesn't have the best stats for it. Freya Guarin, okay. That's a good one. Tippy, 5 body 5 spirit and a green thumb. So I feel pretty satisfied. We got really good stats for the body. That's really good, so let's go with these people. Maybe change the gender on one of them. Something like that, should be good. Let's get going. So we can choose Food for Days, Merchant Caravan, and Money Solves All Problems. These two hasn't arrived yet, I'm not sure when they're gonna do. Probably kind of far away, I'm gonna guess. I kinda like this one because you get a lot of food and it's a high possibility that it would be beating like the very first day. And food is harder to collect than crafting, for example, than herbalist staff, because you can't really do anything with this staff in the beginning anyway without flowers, so. Let's go with Food for Days, that's the one I prefer the most, and the sword is really easy to do. Okay, so we're gonna look for something nice. Maybe we could do an island this time, but it's gonna be very far if we're gonna be able to go to the mountains, so perhaps we should live close to the mountains so we can actually get some iron and all the copper and all the things we need from the mountain. We don't have to walk too far to get it. That would be cool if we make like almost like in the Lord of the Rings, like Helm's Deep, a mountain, and then we have to build like some castle at it. So here we have pretty much a perfect spot. This is really what I was looking for. So we got a lot of like space that we can hide inside here. The enemy is probably gonna come from this direction, and we will be like building up here, maybe even up here, I'm not sure. Down here we can actually do some farming, so I think it would be better to be down here. Let's go for this spot, hopefully that's gonna be awesome, hopefully you guys gonna like that spot. Okay, we're here, so this is where I wanted to settle down. It's looking pretty good. Then we can like wall off this place, and then we are pretty safe. And we can do that pretty early on, yes, you know, like a really ugly wall, and later on replace it with a nice looking one. So let's go and settle down here. This is gonna be Helm's BANTO, very creative BANTO. Okay, so starting here, let's start with chopping down some trees. We could do maybe, let's start all the way down here. It's pretty far away, but the idea that I have with it is that if we're gonna have a wall here later on, we might as well chop down these trees so we don't have to do that for later on. I'm gonna gather a lot of these. Something like that should be good. Let's drop down some storage, and I think we'll maybe like be hanging around here at the bottom first. Don't have too long to go. Do something like that, should be good. Now you can see the mod better storage. This one makes it a lot more possible to design things exactly the way you want to do it. So there's a lot more options to click specific things here, which can be very handy at times. And for this town, for the looks of it, of how we're gonna build it, I think I will go totally free with it. And not really go for anything like kingdoms and castle town. I would love to continue that one. We will see later. Like I said, I had a lot of problems with it, probably because coming from unstable one into the new one and the AI was just breaking, no one was doing anything. So that's, if you wonder why I just like gave up on that one. That is why for this one, for that one. Okay, let's look up the person who had a heart of a crafter. Leah Baub. Okay, so she's gonna be our carpenter. And then we had someone with a green thumb, a Tippy here. Gonna be a really good farmer. Here we go. Let me show you guys the modern further fields, which is really awesome. It's a very useful one. We're just gonna click and drag like that, and go over turnips and pumpkin. That might be how much we can do with it. So this is like the difference. When you play with never further fields, you get two of these next to each other. Normally you would get one here where they grow stuff, and this one will be empty, and then they grow here again. And you could do this thing on your own and normally without the mod, but then you have to like drag out one, and have them separate. So if you want to move the farm and so on and do way less clicking, never further fields is really good. And of course the link to the mods is in the description for you guys to download. Leah Bao level 1, carpenter awesome. Let's get her to do a little bit of crafting. You guys are probably gonna see a lot more of decoration that we should be able to do. Ooh, wooden candle holder. I think that's a new one. Should be a new one, right? Haven't seen that one before at least. That's cool. Wooden twins candle holder. It's looking really awesome. Okay, so let's make some weapons. We're gonna need some weapons soon. I'm gonna make like, let's say 6 of these. About farmer tools. Put it here. We just have it next to our storage, and that should be the best. Okay, so maybe we could do like a farm barn, like really easy. Just put it down here next to the farm. So that's a little bit of a different approach than what I normally do. I normally don't start with doing a farm, but I think we could do a barn here. That would be nice. It's kind of centered though, so perhaps we would have wanted to have it like more to the side. So let's maybe remove this farm. Or it gets too far with working with that. Let's have it here instead. Carrots, some turnips, and I guess we can do some pumpkins. It might be too much for one farmer though. We can do a little farmhouse, a little barn here. A little bit more distance to it. That should be good. I want to move this one also, and maybe this one. We can make some little roads between these. That should be going good, and this can be quite decent size at least. Good like that, and I guess we can do it a little bit more advanced. I was thinking of doing it first. So let's maybe raise this up a bit. Don't really need to have this one then. Good like that, a little bit raised up, and I think that's gonna look quite nice, a little bit different, not super standard. Gonna do a normal little door here. Then we're gonna have a little stair to get up to it. I think we do a mix maybe between stone and wood. Something like that. It looks pretty nice. Very, very basic, I would say. And then we're gonna have some boxes here, of course, but we need to level up our carpet a little bit more before we can do that. So I'm just gonna make a couple of different things. I'm even gonna put to maintain a couple of windows. I'd like to do that. I want to make these. They look pretty cool, so I'm gonna make some of those. Like craft 8 of those. Now the carpet should have a lot of things to keep doing. So what we could do is we could maybe wait with the storage, perhaps. Then we can add that on later when we get a little bit more level. Okay, there we go. Temporary storage for crafted items. I guess we don't want to use that thing. Quick crafting. We're gonna do normal boxes in this one. We're gonna have a bunch of them. This little variation should be good. And let's do some lanterns. Gonna have one for the door here. Like that, should be good. And we could maybe do one on the inside, but I don't think we need that. Probably gonna maybe drop one up here at the roof. It looks pretty nice. For roof for this one, I'm almost leaning towards actually doing like a roof with stone. That could be interesting. Mid-gray maybe. Probably add in a little bit of mixed colors in it. Make it pop out a little bit more. We might have to chop that tree down at least. That one can probably stay. Maybe let's go a little bit more standard. Let's do it like an yellow roof. I'm just gonna leave it, I think, like open like that. We might do like slightly different colors around this, like could do it maybe darker, maybe this one. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That looks a bit better. That should be good. Get in some lights in there, that should be awesome. And I'm probably gonna like put some storage outside, so we do it like that, and then we're just gonna drop some stuff, get invaders. BANTO has no footman yet, so we should get a footman going. Maybe something like that, should be pretty nice. Okay, let's see who is gonna promote. So it's gonna be rain. And maybe we also promote Selena. Because I think we might need 2 solars, it doesn't hurt, and we'll be a little bit more safe. Look at them coming in. Have they changed how the eyes look? I think they added some blue lights to them, that looks pretty cool, look at them. I didn't know about that thing, that's pretty cool. But since we have playing a hard mode, we gotta be a little bit more careful with our troops. To make sure we got good equipment going, so that's why we live next to the mountain, and that's also why we are like living inside of this little thing here. Because it should be pretty easy to protect. Let's get a wall up here, pretty basic wall to begin with would be nice. And I'm probably just gonna do, you know, like a straight wall here, just one wall, and put like a door in it. It's gonna look terrible, but it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. Maybe throw some beds here. They're not gonna like to sleep outside, but it's gonna be better than sleep on the grass at least. I was gonna give them some place for eating for now. Temporary places. Can have some little picnic here. There we go. Is this one? I feel like it's probably ready now. Let's build that one. And we should also see if we can have some stone in the wilderness. We can mine in the mountain, but it's gonna take quite a while to do. Might have to sacrifice this bunny, I think so. Let's harvest that one. Oh wow, look at that. 50 on a peel, oh, didn't know about that. So they really like that one. But it's too far, so, I mean, if you live inside... If you like try to live around this monument, you can definitely make your Hearthlings like that a lot. Let's see, do we have any like ore in the mountain? Got some coal. Got tin. Let's maybe start perhaps with digging some tin up here. Pretty much only because we need to get some stone going. That should be a good place to get it from. Liabaub, level 3 carpenter, congrats. And perhaps we should also go back and change the promotion here. Rain and Selena should be normal workers for a bit. Because then, you know, we can build faster, and when battle comes around we will just re-promote them back to be able to be normal soldiers again. So let's do a little bit of road here at the farm already. So it's gonna be dirt roads, so they can walk around a tiny bit faster around it. And what we should do here now also, by the way, is that we could drop some storage here. We'll try to keep like wood and stone. So perhaps we could... let's remove stone and wood from that one entirely. And then we're just gonna make a temporary new one here. So we have only wood and stone. So while we're building that, we do something like that. Normally I would put like a box or something, but I'm gonna do it this way this time. Oh, they found some stone from this one, nice. That's quite a bit of stone. I'm just gonna keep adding this road here a bit, just so we have it prepared for later on. So don't mess anything up. I think we should also look into perhaps getting a mason's hammer. We might be doing that pretty early on. Let's move that to the top, just so we have it like prepared for later on. 2 shields should be good. Early on defense is always very, very helpful. I would like to put this wooden candle holder out there. I really want to see how that one looks. Put it here on the wall. I just want to see how that one looks. I think it's gonna look quite beautiful. Hello Rufus, got some wares. We could buy something if we had some money. Look at that, beautiful candle. I really like that. I've always wanted to have more lights for the game because it's been very limited to the lanterns. So this is very, very welcome. Yeah, but we got to trade a bit. We got some good windows to trade. Some tools that we're not gonna need for now at least. A little bit of stone. Should be good. So then later on we have hopefully a good enough amount of gold if we want to like buy some more armor for our people. Because that should help us out quite a lot. So what I'm gonna do, like I said here, I'm gonna make a very, very super basic thing. We're gonna destroy it later on, so don't worry too much that I'm doing this thing. And the thing we're doing is gonna be a wall. So just temporary thing. For hard mode, yes, so we have a bigger chance to survive. We do it like that, very, very ugly. But then we're gonna put like a couple of doors, I guess. Just because I want to be able to like get out from more than one way. So we're gonna go for like three different doors. The one at each side and maybe 2 in the middle even. Kind of like that. There's gonna be 21 woods. Later on we destroy it once we want to get some real wall going on, because that's not really something want to put too much time into doing right now. We really want to make sure that we are moving on and doing new stuff. Yeah guys, this is gonna be it for today with Stonehearth. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you want to watch more videos here on my channel. I'm very sorry we had to like leave the previous town behind, but I hope you guys understand me that the AI, it was really breaking the game. I want to continue that town because I really love doing the Kingdom Castle buildings, and maybe I would give it a try someday again just to see if it's gonna work out better or not. Or we just do a new try with the Kingdom Castle inspired town. So thanks for understanding. Drop name or request if you have any for our Hearthlings, and I will see you guys in the next one. So thanks for watching and take care.